Hello and welcome to Housebusters. This week I'm in the northeast of Scotland at a very fine castle to meet Christopher and Pernilla. Christopher and Pernilla's home is a magnificent castle built in 1447 with further additions in 1830 and is steeped in history. Mary Queen of Scots once stayed here and the Duke of Montrose was kept prisoner within its walls. So, who's got the problem?
I have.
What is it?
A bad back, which is most infuriating, actually.
And is it all the time?
No, it's not all the time. It comes in waves. Sometimes it's really not very good, and other times I'm fine.
And has it been since you've lived in the castle?
Yes, but not immediately we moved in. It's only been the last 10 years.
I think it's time to send in our Housebusters now. Well, our next expert is a colour therapist, and she's going to tell us why some colours work well in some rooms and not in others.
Well, this room, I feel, is one of the most used rooms in the castle. Here we have the brown of the carpet, the brown of the units, and also the chairs, even at the dining room table, are brown. Now, this indicates blockages within the base centre down, and this can relate to back problems or anything within this area down to the feet. This is a very beautiful room in the oldest part of the castle. I believe that colours have been chosen to create a feeling of warmth. However, I'd like to talk about the colour combinations, starting with the blue of the lampshade. This is to do with the throat area, communication, and somebody who has the ability to be creative and artistic. The pink of this lampshade is to do with unconditional love, and usually this combination relates to some situations in childhood that could do with being resolved. I believe that the mother sits in this chair. It's a very small chair and again is linking in with childhood. However, it's brown, and this in colour therapy relates to the lower energy centre down, and this can relate to lower back and leg problems. Coupled with this chair, which is a rusty orange red, in relation to the brown of this chair, can relate to an inflammatory condition within the back area, which also goes down to the legs. This really is an awesome castle, full of colour and splendour. However, I have found a room that does not have colour and splendour. Now, this tells me a little bit more about the people and their problems. Out of all the bathrooms in the castle, this seems to be the smallest, but it does seem the one that they're using all the time. The red on the wall and the red of the tiles in the bath indicates the base centre down, which is predominantly the back area, the lower back and the legs, having an inflammatory condition. The cream of the walls is relating to almost a void of colour, and this bathroom would greatly benefit from being enhanced with different colours. This would benefit the person and their problem of their lower back. The colours I would suggest for this bathroom would be on the blues and the turquoises, and perhaps bringing in the pinks. It would also be very good to find some tiles that would match this type of bathroom as it's in a castle.
What do you think?
Spot on. Absolutely. And funnily enough, you know, that bathroom is one that none of us really like the colours of.
Alison pointed to one particular chair, which she thought might be the ladies' chair. Is that so?
Yeah, I often sit in that. It's very comfortable. So she's right there too.
Well, let's sum up now who you've seen. First of all, we had our Ghostbuster Graham, who suggested musicians down the well, all kinds of spirits, including monks hiding away from religious persecution. Then we had Alison, our colour therapist, who homed in on both the kitchen and the bathroom as being a reason for the problem. And she did get your problem, which is a back problem. And finally we saw Tamara, the feng shui consultant, who also hit on the problem, but also brought in things such as prosperity and wealth as well. So now it's your chance to perhaps cure this problem by choosing the consultant of your choice, the expert. Who are you going to go for?
Well, I think personally the colour therapist.
And so do I. I don't think there's any doubt about that. She was really good, spot on.
OK, let's bring Alison in then to work her colour magic. Alison felt the major problem lay in the bathroom, and she asked designer Caroline Johnson to come in and help.
Clearly, we have to get rid of all the red in the rouges.
Absolutely, that's
much too strong.
The main colour had to be blue, and Caroline met up with Pernilla to discuss the design.
The decor that you've already got in here.
I know exactly which one I would like. You probably know too, that one.
Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, that's great, because that's what I
Because it brings in the yellow.
That's fine, but having chosen this, I think that there's not enough blue in there, so we need to introduce some more blue somehow. And I thought, again, as the castle's quite classic, and we've got the panelling on the walls, it would be quite nice to pick the panelling out with a dragged blue.
All the red was removed from the bathroom, and the walls and panelling were primed and painted cream. The following week, Caroline asked local paint effects specialist Alistair Sim to come up with a suitable paint technique.
Against it.
It's that one,
Oh, well, that
which can be
softens
quite pleasing.
That softens it very
That's
nicely.
what you call fogging.
I wonder if we should try that on the centre panel, because it's lovely, isn't it?
Once the flogging was well underway, Alison arrived to check on progress.
A whole week they've been here, and I hope you like what you see. I love it.
Oh, it's fantastic, yeah. That's the blue, yeah, very much so. That's how we discussed it. Yes, it's excellent.
Do you like it? Yes, I do.
It's wonderful.
Isn't it good? Well, better leave them. The bar's never finished.
Okay.
Next came Alistair's amazing marbling.
Well, Alistair, that looks wonderful.
I'm glad you're pleased with it.
I think that colour now is a really good balance to the blue, isn't it? Because we're going to just sort of tie the whole lot in
There's a milky
wonderfully.
glaze over the top to tone it down, and it will go with the wallpaper.
Yeah, soften it down a bit. That'll be fantastic.
Then new blue tiles were put into place, followed by some expert wallpapering.
This is looking fantastic, Michael. Just made such a difference, doesn't it? Sort of
Yes.
lifting all the colours are coming together now, and it's just making the blue sort of pull all together.
Gold paint was added, and then the final fixtures and fittings were put into place under Caroline's watchful eye.
Oh, and then right a tiny bit. So we get in between these two fleur-de-lis.
I'll do that.
No, we'll have to go left a tiny bit again. Half, and another quarter of an inch.
Got a precise?
I know. It's terrible, isn't it?
That'd be it.
Well, how do you feel?
I think this is amazing. It's just beautiful. What a transformation.
Absolutely fantastic. Now, the blue is going to help you to calm down, to relax, and this will have a real knock-on effect on your lower back. It's really going to help that situation by calming you down. What do you think?
I feel calm already sitting here. I love it. I think it's wonderful, and thank you to you and the whole team who made it possible. Thank you very much.
Well, that's it for another week, but do stay tuned because Christopher and Pernilla have promised to keep in touch and let us know whether a change in their home has helped improve those back problems.
Well, Russell, it was with some scepticism that I entered this venture. Then Alison Demarco turned up, not knowing me at all. She immediately pinpointed my back problem. Caroline Smith, a brilliant designer, waved a magic wand over this very uninspiring bathroom of ours. Now, it's beautiful. You want to spend as much time as possible in there. You feel relaxed and happy, and you can only but feel better. A wonderful team has made all this possible, and thank you to them. Yes, I do feel better at the moment, and I hope that with time I shall feel even better.
For a free fact sheet, please write to Housebusters, P.O. Box 55, London W12 8UE.